If you're just starting out in this crazy world of cryptocurrency, you need Bitcoin Basics.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Bitcoin Basics. For those of you who are new to the industry, new to cryptocurrency, new to Bitcoin and altcoins and everything else, figured we'd take some time to give you an idea of what is going on with all of these hard forks. We first had a hard fork in August with Bitcoin Cash. Now we're having a hard fork as of yesterday, October 23rd, with Bitcoin Gold. And next month in November, mid-November, you're going to see another hard fork of Bitcoin Segwit2X, also known as B2X. But today we're going to talk about Bitcoin Gold and Bitcoin Segwit2X, B2X. We'll talk about the comparisons of them, the value of them, and what to do about these hard forks. Before we get started, follow us on Twitter at CryptoVice1. Check our website out, www.cryptovice.com. Some of you are asking about your physical coins. If you want to get rid of them, you can email us at cryptovice@gmail.com. And if you're listening to us on podcast, Podomatic specifically, check out our YouTube channel and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can get notifications of these new videos coming out. Make sure you like and share this video so that we know you are not a robot. And with that said, let's go straight into it. So Bitcoin Gold has a website called btcgpu.org, and it gives you a rundown of what exactly Bitcoin Gold is. They want to bring back decentralization. They want to bring back fair distribution. Bitcoin Gold basically believes that because of the ASICs hardware and the mining that's associated with that, there are major corporations around the world, which is true, that are mining a majority of Bitcoin. And as a result of that, they're becoming more and more powerful because miners can then vote on certain things and a majority rules. So Bitcoin Gold, it seems that they're trying to bring back more decentralization and more distributed worth of Bitcoin across the world. And so this could be kind of viewed as an altruistic approach to creating what Bitcoin was always supposed to be, and that's why Bitcoin Gold is in existence. The difference between Bitcoin Gold, you can look down here and you can see the difference. There really isn't too much difference between all four of these coins. They all have the same amount of supply. They all have the same block interval. The difference with Bitcoin Gold is that it's on Equihash as opposed to SHA-256 for the proof of work. The other main difference is what I talked about with the mining. Bitcoin Gold is using GPU hardware instead of the ASICs hardware, whereas Bitcoin Cash, and Segwit2X are all based on the ASICs hardware. As far as the block size, they're all pretty similar. Bitcoin Cash notoriously has the 8 megabyte block size. Segwit has 2 megabytes, which is 2x. That's what the 2x stands for. It's twice the amount of block size of Bitcoin. But Bitcoin Gold is retaining the 1 megabyte as well. Every block is going to be more difficult than the one prior, as opposed to 2 weeks of difficulty for the other 3. And Segwit is enabled. Replay protection is enabled, which is a good thing because it does protect for potential fraud. And then there's a unique address format, which doesn't really matter, but that's just an added layer of protection. So there are 2 major reasons why Bitcoin Gold is a little bit controversial. One is that the code here, as you can see, is kind of held in secret before being open source to the public. So essentially the cryptocurrency is created in advance and then it's released to the public. That's a little bit sketchy as far as security is concerned, as opposed to being released right when it is created. The reason they're withholding the cryptocurrency before releasing it is because they want to retain 1% of the tokens that are mined. Bitcoin Gold wants to retain it to fund the development team. But nonetheless, this creates some concern with security, and this is why certain exchanges like Coinbase are not supporting Bitcoin Gold right away, because they don't have the developer's code to understand how to support it, and as a result, they can't confidently say that it is a secure coin. Now, once this kind of unfolds and the details are ironed out, I think Bitcoin Gold will ultimately be supported by Coinbase and the other exchanges, very similar to what happened with Bitcoin Cash. But as of right now, that is still up in the air. There are exchanges like B2X that are supporting Bitcoin Gold. Hit BTC is also supporting it, and there's a variety of others. And then the other concern is the mining. The whole reason Bitcoin Gold is here is because they feel like the mining is going to be distributed and decentralized, but there's a lot of concern or questions on whether or not that is truly going to be the case. Now, Bitcoin 2X, B2X, Segwit2X, this is coming out in November, mid-November. There's not much known about Segwit2X. There's a lot of people who don't support it, like Charlie Lee, the inventor of Litecoin, and a myriad of others who do not support Segwit2X, but it does look like B2X is coming around. The big difference with Segwit2X is simply twice the block size. That is the main and really the only difference between that and Bitcoin. And as a result of that, Coinbase is actually going to support it. And within 4 hours of the fork, you will see your B2X in your wallet. So what does all this mean? Bitcoin Gold and Segwit2X, B2X, are 1-to-1 ratio. So every coin that you have, every Bitcoin that you have, you are going to get a 1-to-1 ratio in Bitcoin Gold and B2X. Hold tight, don't do anything, wait for a couple of weeks, let the dust settle, let the development teams release the code so that you know Bitcoin Gold is safe and secure before you try to get that Bitcoin Gold out. Because if you expose your private key, you're going to risk losing not just your Bitcoin Gold, but also your Bitcoin. And the same goes with B2X. The best thing to do is just sit tight, make sure it's secure. If you have a Trezor wallet, you own the private key, that's a good thing. But Trezor even has some security issues around Bitcoin Gold and even B2X. So let it all work itself out. And in the end, you have these coins, regardless of whether you're able to get them safely or not, you still have them. So you can get them now and risk it, or you can get them in 6 months and have it much more secure, or 6 weeks, or 6 days, whatever it might be. But just hold tight, and you'll be able to get those coins safely and securely once the development is a little bit more stable. The last thing let's talk about is the price. What are these coins valued at? Now, BitStar was one of the first to have Bitcoin Gold, and as you can see, Bitcoin Gold was trading about a day or so ago at 0.03, a little 0.04 maybe at the high, and it spiked once there was the fork that was announced. Then it tanked because there was a DDoS attack on the Bitcoin Gold website, already some security issues, and now it's stabilizing at around 0.04 again. Now, what does that mean? Well, at a $5,000 or $6,000, let's just say $6,000 Bitcoin, 0.04 is about $240. So that's not anything to scoff at, but it's not going to make you rich. Bitcoin 2X is going through a pre-sale, if you will, on Hit BTC. And it's right around the 0.17. At a high, it was at 0.2. At a low, it was at 0.14. So you can assume that 0.15, give or take, leading up to the fork is what B2X would be potentially worth. And at a $6,000 rate, that's just right around $1,000. So obviously B2X has more of an appeal, I think, to people in general, to traders, but also more value as well over the Bitcoin Gold. Either way, it looks like potentially once you're able to access your coins between the two of them, Bitcoin Gold and Bitcoin 2X, B2X, you could potentially be getting $1,200 or so, between $1,000 and $1,200 for free overnight just by owning your Bitcoin. Just remember, keep your Bitcoin safe, keep your private key with you. Get a Trezor wallet if you don't have it. There are other hard wallets that you can look into as well. Coinbase is also a pretty safe bet, and they do have FDIC insurance on your wallets as well. So that's everything I've got. Best thing to do is do some research. Google B2X, Google Bitcoin Gold. Check out Bitcoin Gold's website. It's btcgpu.org. Check out some of the exchanges. Looks like a lot of the alts are going up as a result of this hard fork, which is definitely a good thing. In the long run, we'll see what happens. Just be sure to do your research. Don't take this as the end-all be-all. Don't take any video as the end-all be-all. Check out Google, check out CoinDesk, check out all the resources you can before you make your final decision. Check us out, CryptoVice.com. Follow us on Twitter at CryptoVice1, and make sure to like and share this video, as well as subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching, have a great day, and we'll see you next time.